She has the support. Representative Alexandria Ocasio Cortez has the support to become the top Democrat on the House Oversight Committee. She was competing with Representative Connolly, who, as an aside, is 74 years old. You know what? It's not an aside. It's actually an essential piece of this story, because we are continuously talking about the age of Congress, the age of people with the most power, and how there needs to be room for a younger generation to step into power in Congress. And this story proves that it's finally happening. First, I want to say that I admire AOC. I think she's fantastic, intelligent, quick on her feet, and so capable of creating the changes that we want to see as progressives. She's focused on building power, not just critiquing power. And that's what we need. We need people who want to and know how to build power. Reading from Politico, quote, "According to interviews with a dozen members and staffers, Ocasio-Cortez has earned the support of the majority of Democrats on the panel, though it's the Steering and Policy Committee and the full caucus who ultimately decide. The oversight panel is stacked with younger, more progressive members who tend to align more with her than Connolly. Separately, 2 top Democrats on other House panels have withdrawn to make room for younger leaders, and 79-year-old Representative David Scott of Georgia is on the verge of being pushed aside from a top spot on House Agriculture. It's an unexpected climb for the New York progressive, a former bartender who rose to power 6 years ago as an outsider, willing to topple the party's old guard, in that case, former Representative Joseph Crowley." So this is good news. And like I said, I fully support AOC having more power in the party. She's the voice that we need. I'm not someone who idolizes politicians and puts them on a pedestal, but I do recognize talent. And AOC's ability to build coalitions and speak truth to power is very inspiring. She has also proven herself to be a continued sharp critic of Donald Trump, where some of the establishment Democrats, some of the older Democrats have shown that they are not capable of rising to the challenge of fighting the incoming Trump administration. Reading again from Politico, quote, "Most current Democrats on the Oversight Committee, which is stacked with some of the most liberal, outspoken members of the caucus, are expected to back Ocasio-Cortez, according to the dozen members and staffers, though she'll need to be approved by the Steering and Policy Committee and the full caucus. She was appointed the vice-ranking member this Congress by Maryland Representative Jamie Raskin, her mentor and close ally on the panel, and has won plaudits, I don't know that word, from other Democrats for her tough questioning of witnesses and skilled use of social media. Some of those who are supporting Connolly openly chalked it up to seniority. I don't find that compelling. I don't care at all about seniority. Who cares about that? I want someone who can get the job done." And they highlighted AOC's use of social media as an asset. Do you follow her on social media? If you don't, you're missing out. She often does live sessions on Instagram where she answers questions from her audience. She goes in depth on policy, truly educating people, trying to win people over to the progressive side. She's doing the work in so many ways, and I truly hope that she can gain the support of the Steering and Policy Committee and the full caucus, because she's a tremendous asset and we need her. My name is Brittany Page from The Page Perspective on YouTube, and I am so grateful to David and his team for welcoming me back to guest host. Please let me know what you think of the stories that I'm covering today in the comments below.
Well, I wrote a book after a long journey and a ton of work. I am really thrilled with how it turned out, and I hope you'll read it. The book is called The Echo Machine, and in a nutshell, it looks at how American politics got so broken, who has already figured out solutions, and how we can try to fix it and stop the terror of Trump for the next 4 years. With Trump winning this election, the Echo Machine couldn't be more relevant, not only a warning about how we got here, but also about what might be coming and how to prevent the worst outcomes. We've got to stay engaged. We need a plan, and that's what the book is about. There's a belief out there that unless you have corporate media behind you, you can't have a successful political book launch, that it's not possible. I think we can prove that wrong. Order The Echo Machine today at davidpakman.com/echo on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Audible, Kindle, anywhere that books, ebooks, and audiobooks are sold. You can also call any local bookstore and say, please order me The Echo Machine by David Pakman. Wherever you get the book, you'll get the free pre-order perks, including the signed book plate. Head to davidpakman.com/freebookstuff after ordering.